One death cannot compensate for another.
This is true, Azadi. Retribution may be counterproductive. But your people must also be made to suffer for their crime. They need to see the consequence of their action. They need to feel pain. And that man, that boy, he was in wrong place at wrong time. He's safer this way. He cannot run back and tell on us, or on you.
You talk about making my people suffer, but my people know nothing of what has transpired here in the Northlands. You can't lay this at the feet of all Azadi.
How do I make them see? How do I make them understand our loss? The Banda Banter are no more because of Azadi. I can gnash teeth and sharpen claw for many moon. It will not change truth. Your people will never mourn mine. But if I take life, make mother suffer the loss of child, make friend miss friend, husband miss wife, maybe then someone will think of mine. Maybe then someone will remember our loss.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Perhaps not, Kian of the Azadi. But one can always hope. I may not honour that part of the arrangement, but I will honour most important part. Your resistance will get weapon. All the weapon I have to give. I still need some for my men. Sharpest sword, swiftest axe, strongest bow. But the rest go to your people. Not your people, Azadi. Your people rebel movement, otherwise would be silly.
Of course. Thank you.
My men will be in touch with your women, and also men. Leave now, Azadi. It's dark and late, and I will sleep. Sleep and dream of happier day in Burrow to the north, where laughter of children fill every tunnel. Dream of friend and of family, while I mourn them all.
He keeps an eye on me at all times. The mole's well protected. A map of the southernmost parts of Marcuria.
My table's always open, day and night.
Something to tide you over before tea.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
Who goes there? Must have been the wind.
There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. The Rooster and Kitten. Ulvik, the barkeep, is friendly with the Resistance. People still keep their heads down around Azadi military. They must fear the worst. The Rooster and Kitten. Ulvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that. That must be the publican. Ulvik, I think his name was. The publican of the Rooster and Kitten. That is the oddest name. Why not the Cock and... Oh, yes. He's the proprietor of this establishment. At least they're not a raucous or unruly lot. Ulvik keeps them in check. There are mostly laborers and dock workers in this bar. It's the perfect cover for the Resistance.
What can I get you, my good man?
Goddess knows I'm not a drinking man. What does one order to blend properly in with the patrons of this filthy hive? I have little faith in the quality of the water in this place, but I can at least hold a cup and pretend to be drinking stronger stuff. Goddess knows I'm... A glass of iced wine, please.
Iced wine. Wine and ice. Are you trying to draw attention to yourself? Here's your merry minstrel, da. Your friend. She's upstairs.
Friend?
Yes, your friend. She's been waiting. You don't want to keep a woman waiting for too long. Another beer, da?
No,
your friend is still waiting. Up. Stairs.
Ulvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that.
Courage to help me get started, and then I'll head home.
She must be this friend Ulvik was referring to. She does appear to be waiting for someone. My friend, according to the barkeep. I don't know her face. She must be this friend Ulvik was referring to. She does appear to be waiting for someone.
Ah, finally. There you are. Sit. Please. Smile. We're old friends, remember?
I don't remember that at all. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I'm not. I'm not with the Resistance, and I'm not Azadi.
If you're not with the Resistance and you're not Azadi, who are you working for?
I'm working for me, and I can either make your life easier or a lot worse.
This must be a mistake. The publican was clearly confused. This woman is not looking for me. Who in Shadow's name is this woman? If she's looking for me, I need to know why. I will have your name.
You will have my name. So forceful, so like a caged animal. You're a popular man, Kian Alvane. Apostle. Everyone wants a piece of you. I hear there's even a bounty on your head.
I'm afraid you've left me at a disadvantage.
I'll even the battlefield. I have as many names as I have friends. and enemies. Some call me Anna.
What do you want from me, Anna?
I like the emphasis. You're a clever boy. I want your assistance, but not right now. You're meeting someone. I'd hate to get in the way.
How
I
did
just
you...
wanted a chance to introduce myself, and now I have. So it's time to leave. Look me up sometime. You can find me at this table most evenings. If not, Ulvik can pass a message. Big man behind the bar. Wears an apron with a cock, a rooster, and a kitten on it. Can't miss him. Be seeing you, friend.
Wait. How did you see through my veil?
What?
You shouldn't be able to recognize me on sight. Unless you know me intimately.
I don't know what you're talking about. Be seeing you, Alvane.
The witch and the vicar had 6 shots of liquor and presently went for a walk. Come on, said the clergy, a man has his urges, but the witch only wanted to talk.
I really like Enu. She's quick, smart, capable and funny. I don't think I quite understand her, but I do like her. Enu's a great counterbalance to Liko, and I know he would do anything for her. Enu, our Zidling. She's a great asset to the Resistance. Always angry, but a good man to have by your side in a dangerous situation. Who was that?
What? Who? Where?
That woman. Who was she?
A mystery woman, huh? I don't know. I'm not a guy. I don't go looking at every woman who passes by. Liko?
Uh-huh.
Did you see a mystery woman?
No.
God, you need to get out more.
Is this place safe for the two of you?
What? Oh, you mean this. The face. The fur. This is a safe place.
But Azadi drink here.
Ulvik keeps it all under control. Also, magicals are still allowed passage in the city as long as they have valid passes and carry no weapons. Visibly.
You have passes?
Sure do, but
We
it's...
shouldn't push our luck. It's time to go.
Yeah, that. Come on, Kian. You passed Liko's test. You're okay. We'll head back to HQ.
Test?
Oh, yeah. Liko?
I told you I would not trust you.
And now you do.
No. I merely distrust you a little less. But you did well. I won't kill you. Yet.
That's him being real friendly, you know. Hugs? No? Yeah, me neither. Okay, we really need to go. Come on.
Some nights I wish I'd stayed on the Kandar's tusk and never returned. Things were simpler out there on the Great Ocean. You only had to worry about the wind and the weather. Things would have been different had I married the lovely Princess Kumaka back when I was younger, but it was not to be. Instead, I came back to Mercuria to battle the Tyrant. At least I have this place to my name. The Rooster and Kitten is my island of tranquility in the sea of shit this city has become. When I've saved enough iron, I'll set sail for the southern seas.
Ulvik, the publican. He's pleasant enough and apparently a friend to the Resistance.
So what did your mystery woman look like?
She had long auburn hair and light freckled skin. She dressed like a ranger.
Of course she did. Your type, huh?
I don't really have a type.
Really? Guy like you, I thought you'd be super choosy.
I'm not a... God. I've not had much time for women in my life.
Leaping leapers, are you joking? How old are you? Look at you, you're gorgeous. How did that come out of my mouth?
Leaping leapfurs?
Nope, just nope. You do like women though, right?
Shadow take me.
Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, in fact, I could have
That's
set you up
quite enough,
with...
Anu.
I don't know, this just happens. It's a sickness. I open my mouth and... blah! It's really disturbing.
Parsis, what are you doing out so late?
Drinking.
Dancing.
Just drinking.
Next time, go drinking inside the wall. We don't need your kind at our bars.
No, you're absolutely right. You really, really don't. Goodbye.
Dancing?
Right then and there, it felt like an appropriate answer.
Tell me again about this test.
I expected you to run straight to your mistresses, Alvani. You may be of some use to us. For a while. I will still kill you. Nothing you can do will ever repay your debt to my family and people.
Cheerful. Debt?
Never you mind, Zidling. This is between the Apostle and myself.
Zidling. Really? Really? You know I'm not actually a Zidling, right, Glumbum? I'm of age and I've already been with several
That
men...
mouth thing again, Zidling.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Where is everyone?
In bed, I guess. It is late.
He's right. It's never this empty. Something's wrong. We should hurry. We need to keep moving. We don't know how many of them there are. He survived. It was acceptable.
He's totally warming up to you.
Thank the gods of old our boat is still here.
Ladies first. That means you guys. You guys were the ladies. It was a joke. Fine, I'll go first.
I laughed. On the inside.
You would have exploded. I don't think your body can handle laughter, Liko.
I'm glad you're all back safely. How did it go?
Kian was awesome. He even saved our lives.
I would have caught the arrow.
Yeah, I know, but Kian did, and it was awesome!
Any news of the informer?
We brought him here for questioning.
Was that wise? He knows our location now.
That won't be a problem for long.
Maybe not for you, Liko, but it is a problem for me. We don't just execute our prisoners once we're done with them. How did the rest of your mission go?
Alvani followed our instructions. He completed his task to our satisfaction. The end result was adequate.
Hey, whoa. Don't get all mushy on us now, Liko.
I'm glad to see that the three of you can work together. While you were away, we received some news. Bob, who can see?
Right you are, ma'am. As most of you know, the first of the 6 has been due to arrive in Marcuria for weeks now. Well, she's arrived. Their cloud ship docked with the tower not an hour ago. And she ain't alone.
The first is the Azadi's highest authority. Of course she won't travel alone.
Aye, there's that, but I'm not talking about bodyguards or handmaidens or the like. No. She's got some real interesting company. One General Hami alongside a Mother Utana.
What did you say?
Hami, General, Utana, Mother. Do you know them?
I do. They're with the first of the 6.
So word has it.
How do you know this? Do you have eyes inside the tower?
Not inside, no. On the ground, here and there, close enough. Some tell secrets for money or to protect their own secrets. Some are sympathetic to the magicals. And some are unhappy with Saya and her lapdog Vamon.
They run the city still.
Word is, they're intimate.
A sister and a soldier. That's a capital crime.
Well, that, with Saya ruling the church and Vamon, the state here in Marcuria, there's not much anyone can do.
If anyone can, it will be General Hami and Mother Utana.
You know them well, then?
You knew. You knew they were coming. And you knew my history with them. That's why you freed me from...
Naane! Finally. What news from Myria?
Liko, Shepard, the rebuilding progresses and... Alvani, you are on your feet again.
The traitor? What's that witch doing here? They must not know who she is and what she's done. If I tell them now she's dead, I must confront her in private.
They're all well. Rebuilding... apologies, Shepard. I'm tired from my travels. I would like to retire to my quarters.
Of course. Let's speak tomorrow. That goes for all of us. The hour is late. We will reconvene after breakfast.
You knew they were coming. The General and the Mother. That's why you sent Captain Bakim to Friar's Keep. That's why you freed me.
Kian.
Liko was right. You're using me. All those words about being a symbol, about being important to the Resistance.
Does the one exclude the other? You are a symbol. You are a warrior. And now, you're a rebel. I knew they were coming, Utana and Hami. And I knew from our spies in Sadir that you were bound to them both. We saw an opportunity, and we sent Bakim to free you. You can see that we're desperate, Kian. Afraid, alone. Most humans have already given up, given in, become comfortable with this new world, with the Azadi. Many have forgotten about the magicals, or chosen to forget. They carry on their lives, even if we cannot. We few are all that remains of the Resistance. If we lose, all is lost. Our lives, our hopes, our entire future. Lost to darkness. I will do anything to save my people. Make terrible sacrifices, tell lies, anything. Wouldn't you, Kian? So yes, you are a tool, and You are a symbol. Our secret weapon. The key to our survival. It's been a long and tiring day, and there's still much I need to do. We can continue our conversation another day.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I had no choice. They forced me,
Who did?
The Azadi. They threatened me and my family and my livelihood.
That still doesn't explain why you were at the National Front meeting.
I had to keep up appearances, and it's where I'd meet with Miranda. I'd report to him about what was going on in Old Town. He'd ask me questions about certain people, magicals, suspected rebels. But I didn't tell him everything, I swear. I only did what I had to do to protect my family. Please believe me, I have no choice.
I've been expecting you. Why did you protect me in there? Why not tell them what I did?
I called her a traitor, but are we so different? I know you had your reasons for doing what you did.
There's no excuse. But I did what I did because I believed it was the right thing to do. Will you at least hear me out before making your decision?
Everyone deserves to be heard. Maybe the others won't give her that opportunity. I will base my decision on what I know and what I think is right, not on her words. Everyone, speak.
When I gave you the location of our base and betrayed April, I thought I was sacrificing one person to save everyone else. But many died because of my actions. This has haunted me. I have questioned my motives. Did I sell her out to save the shipment of food and medicines? Without it, many would have suffered. The old, the sickly, the children. Or did I betray the resistance to save my own skin? I would have been executed by the Azadi. I truly don't know. Perhaps it was a little of both. Perhaps things are not so black and white. We can never truly know the consequences of our actions. If you keep my secret, I can continue to help. I am of real value to the Resistance, despite my crimes. Turn me in, and more will suffer. But justice, for what it's worth, will be served. It's your choice to make, Alvane, not mine. What is your decision? What will you do with me?
She's important to the Resistance. Without her, they will be even weaker. I must protect her secret, whatever the consequences. I'll be watching you.
I promise you won't regret your decision. I will live to repent my sins and serve the Resistance. I'm in your debt, Alvane. Always and forever.
You saved my life, but I may still call on you one day to do something for me.
I'll be ready.
The First is on her way.
Has she mentioned him?
I don't think so. You do know she's brought General Harmy and that mother with her.
Utana, it means nothing. The General was due back in the Northlands.
What about the mother?
She's rumored to be next in line for the seat. She wants to be involved.
She was also the bleeding heart who practically raised Alvane. She sponsored his whole education.
Light. She could be a problem, but what can we do?
We make sure none of them know Kian is alive and with the Resistance.
Mistress, your presence here honors us.
Sister Sire, this is an impressive edifice. It appears your work here has borne fruit.
We believe so, Mistress. We welcome you to Malcuria and the Northlands. Anything you need, you let me know. Mother, I'm pleased to see you as well. To have the both of you here is a great honor.
Quite. The seat wants to know how the mission goes, how the Northlanders are handling the transition, and how many of them have chosen to embrace the light of the Goddess.
We will speak of this, and much more. For now, we have prepared dinner for all of you. I hope you will join me.
Right. Well, I am starving. The food on those cloud ships.
General, I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Neither did I. What's this I hear about Kian?
Yes, what of the Apostle?
It pains me to inform you that Alvane died in a riot. He was detained under penalty of death until your visit, Mistress. Unfortunately, the rebels snuck their agents into the prison. They cut him down and burned his body.
Goddess guide his immortal soul to the First Mountain.
With every respect to you and your seat, Mother, Alvane was a traitor. He betrayed the cause and he—
May I remind you, sister, that the Apostle was never relieved of his title and should be addressed properly? And may I also remind you that without a proper trial and judgment by the first of the six, his so-called treason remains an accusation and nothing more. Now that he's no longer with us, we may never know the truth. But our people will not be told that the Apostle was a traitor.
Mother.
How did you say he died, Commander?
Stabbed during a riot. They burned his body, hopefully after he'd bled out. We weren't able to retake the prison until the next morning.
I will need to see the keep for myself, Commander, and interview the guards and prisoners.
Certainly. I shall make arrangements for you to visit in a couple of days.
Don't bother, Vamon. I'll go there tomorrow. You don't have to trouble yourself. I'm sure you have better things to do.
As you wish, Mia.
How is the engine progressing?
The engineers are working day and night to connect the tubes. We expect to be able to switch it on according to schedule.
Good. I have brought the final instructions from Sadir. The architect will send any remaining modifications by cloud ship. And when the Prophet returns, he will inspect the engine before we switch it on.
Have you not spoken with him?
Not for many months, but he will be here when our goddess-given task is complete. Only he will know how to bring it to life and to interpret the messages from the engine.
Of course. Please, will the two of you accompany me to the dinner table? I'm sure the kitchen is worried the food will turn cold before we are seated. General, Commander.
Until tomorrow, sister. Mother? My lady? Vamon, if you'll dine with me in my quarters?
Of course, Mia.
Tell me again what happened at the keep.
Hello?
You were there. Ixul Panax Brekar. We met.
Is that a man? It doesn't look human. What is that? Is that a man? It doesn't look human. Have we met before?
We will. We are meeting now. Venari Abnaxus et al. I am Abnaxus of the Venar.
Oh, hi, I'm Zoe of, the humans. Who's that?
He will be Ular Pala, chief of the Ular. Those who remained, children of the Purple Mountains.
Okay. This is a dream, right?
It was. You dreamed of things elsewhen. Of Abnaxus who was, and who will soon have passed beyond the veil and into the great forgetfulness. In the dream, I will speak of the time that has flowed, and the time that will still flow. But outside the dream, I will be sick. I was like a petrified tree in the middle of a river, frozen in this moment, while time parts around me.
So why am I having this dream?
You were needed. Achik aksik nabe ajna achik aksik. The first dreamer needs you.
The first dreamer? How did he get over there so quickly? There's some sort of doorway into the mountain.
This one is also sick. This one is dying. Lux Kamel.
What does that mean?
This one's name is Lux. This one is the first dreamer. This one is like you, like your sister, like those who did dream and shaped reality.
I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl, but she or he is beautiful. Lux. Light in Latin, but I have no idea if it's the same here. The first dreamer. That reminds me of something. Am I a dreamer? No, that can't be it. Can it? I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. Lux. Light in Latin, but I have no idea if it's the same here. Another dreamer. Wait, that wasn't real. That was just another dream.
Yes. And also much more. We needed you to come. You came. You will come here to help Lux. Everything depends on this. Everything that was, is, and will be. If this one ends, everything ends. All of time.
Someone else told me the same thing. What does it mean?
This one is the first dreamer. This one dreams. And the dream is the universe. When the dream ends...
What's happening? Where are you going? Hey! Hey, come back! Tell me what's going on!
Zoe? Zoe? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. I was just dreaming.
You were crying out in your sleep. Nightmare? Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, it was, and, no. I don't. What time is it?
Time for me to leave and for you to start getting ready for your doctor's appointment.
Oh, I want to sleep.
Yeah, well, too bad. See you later?
Sure. I'll stop by the office when I'm done.
Okay. Love you.
Me too. I'm not a demanding flatmate, but I did insist on buying a good bed. This is that. I like beds. I like spending time in beds. By that, I don't just mean sleeping, but also other bed-related activities. Sex. I mean sex. I enjoy having sex. In bed. Like a human person with genitals. I'm not a demanding flatmate, but I did insist on buying a good bed. This is that. How come it's always raining when I'm in here, but when I go outside, it's not? Mind you, I'm not complaining, it's just odd. It's very film noir. We're living inside a film noir. Noiry. We have the best view of a brick wall and neon signs in Propast. If by best, you mean worst. Mr. Planty. He's been through a lot, poor chap. The drought of last Tuesday, the great tumble of June, this morning's accident with the half-empty beer can. Poor Mr. Planty. And they said I couldn't take care of a living thing, in their stupid faces. And they said I couldn't take care of a living thing, in their 3 months now, and I still haven't unpacked most of my useless crap. I can't even remember what's in these boxes. I tossed everything from my bedroom in Casablanca in there. I haven't felt up to sorting through it all. Bouncy. Thoroughly tested for bounciness. Comfy. As far as a sofa scavenged from a flea market goes. Picture me stretched out on that sofa, facing the screen, and you have the Castillo Termes household in a nutshell. What is that? A rake? I think it's a rake. Reza bought that. Yeah. I didn't buy that. I don't get it. We don't have a maker, but there's so much good street food in this neighborhood, we won't starve. The apartment came with a traditional stovetop and oven, which is great since it lets us, well, Reza, cook traditional dinners. I don't use that a lot, but Reza's a pretty good cook. I don't use that a lot, but not even a single fridge magnet. What would be the point? It's even sadder on the inside. What would be the point? It's even sadder on the inside. Our fridge is a barren womb. A desolate no-man's land of soy sauce, a half-eaten box of takeaway noodles, a decimated six-pack of bear beer, and baking soda. Not my day to cook. Also, not the time to cook. Also, no groceries to cook with. I'm cook-blocked. Not my day to cook. Also, not... Yeah, no. Later. Yeah, no. Later. Okay, so there are dirty dishes. We're not perfect. One of these days, for sure. Do I have to pee? No, I don't have... The bathroom is depressingly small. You take turns, and sex in the shower would be an extreme sport. It looks pretty when it turns, but slowly churning hot and humid air around isn't going to help a great deal. I'm sure increasing the speed might make a difference, but we keep forgetting to adjust it. It looks pretty when it turns, but slowly churning hot and humid air around isn't going to help a great deal. I'll need a stepladder to get up there and adjust the speed. Tonight. I swear. I pinky swear. I'll need a stepladder to get up there and adjust the speed. Tonight. The ventilation has been on and off for weeks. The agency promised they'd fix the membranes, but nope. I can't survive another Europolis summer in a non-ventilated apartment. I'll go insane. Memories. I need those around. Memories. I need those around.
Citizen, hold. Where are you going?
Why?
Answer the question or you will be detained.
I have an appointment.
The streets are unsafe. Return to your home or business to conduct your appointment remotely.
I'm seeing my doctor.
What is the name and business location of your doctor?
As far as I know, the Eye has no right to interrogate me. Not unless they arrest me first. They have no right to ask for that information, but if I resist, they might put me on a watch list. Or worse. I'm sorry, but that's private information. You're violating my civil rights. I can contact my lawyer right now if you...
Zoe Meyer Castillo, resident of Sonnenschein Plaza Terraces by OCG. You have a prior record with the Syndicate.
The charges were dropped. It was a misunderstanding.
I could detain you right now and bring you in for questioning.
Sure. And then you can deal with the fallout when I tell my story to the press. What you're doing is illegal.
Stay off the streets, Miss Castillo. It's for your own protection.
Sure it is.
Proceed.
Eyes everywhere. Never seen so many of them out on the streets. An interactive tourist map of Propast. Super useful.
Some directions, miss. Yee-haw, I got a hankering for giving you directions.
I'm going to Seshadri Tower.
The tallest tower in all of Propast. That'd be right here, sweetheart. Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shooting crow cowboy to give you directions to anywhere in Propast, you just call on the Crow Boy.
The Iron Sky watches so you don't have to. Help us help you. Stay inside and comply with all I directives without...
Singer-songwriter. Singing raid songs.
Every day, more armored vehicles. You'd think the Eye was
Move
preparing
along.
for war.
Nothing to see here.
The only way to help Dream Junkies is to forcibly disconnect them and put them in rehab. But who's going to pay for that? Not Waticorp.
Citizens, pay close attention to the following message.
They're shutting down entire streets now.
Please return to your offices.
No way through there. At least not right now. They're shutting down entire streets now.
Avoid threatening movements. Avoid unsavory company. Avoid any...
No way through there. At least not right now.
Map! Get your map here! Map!
Are you really going to wear that? Press for success.
There's been more and more of these random arrests. They're really cracking down on protests. I shouldn't get involved.
Comply with your demands immediately. Do not resist. Do not question.
Over here.
Nela. Street chef, Marxist, spark plug, and friend of mine. I do love her, in smaller doses.
I wasn't sure you'd make it today. What with the Panzer Pandu out in force. Say hello to our new robot overlords.
It was touch and go. Were you waiting for me?
I don't do apologies.
Okay.
When you bumped into me outside the collective, I was confrontational. I didn't mean to be.
You don't do apologies, Nela.
You're right, so shut up and accept it.
Accepted. So why were you confrontational?
Paranoia, Zozo. I'm just on edge with this party business. No big deal.
Party business? Oh, she must mean the Marxists. I'm curious to know what's got her so on edge. What's going on?
Manifesto's starting to come apart at the seams. Too many conflicts of interests. Ribas is having a tough time keeping everyone in line. There's no consensus about strategy, about what to do to get people to open their eyes and see what's really going on in this city. Some want to keep doing what we have been doing. Peaceful protest, debate, passing out pamphlets. Others want to take more radical action.
Like what?
It's politics, Zozo. You know how it is. The hardest part is agreeing on a common agenda. I'm not sure it matters. We're last in the polls, and it'll take a miracle to change that. But anyway, you were asking me about Hannah Roth.
I'm looking for her.
Why?
Oh, it's complicated. Queenie, you know, the Babka on the boat down
Sure, everyone knows her.
Queenie asked me to look for Hannah, to find out if she's okay or not okay, I guess.
Why the hell would she be asking you?
Campaign business. I'm trying to get her to officially support Leia Uminska.
Ah, it's all starting to make sense.
Do you know Hannah?
She runs errands for merchants in Propast, does odd jobs for anyone willing to pay. She's helped me out a few times, deliveries mostly, and also... Well, that's how I know Hannah. But I don't know where she lives. I don't know who her friends are, I don't know how to get hold of her.
So, why...
She runs a gang, all homeless girls, the Dragonflies. They operate out of the underground here in Propast. They do odd jobs, legit jobs, but also other jobs.
Like crime?
Like crime, Zozo. Pickpocketing, fencing, smuggling, selling unlicensed dreams. Drugs. Keep an eye out for the dragonfly symbol, and the girl with short, pink hair and piercings. That'll be Hannah.
I appreciate it, Nella. I'm sorry about getting involved in your affairs last week.
Don't worry about it. You still haven't tried the pork sausages. The last batch was a bit iffy. There were complaints and also food poisoning, but I just received a new delivery and they smell much better this time around.
Right. Some other time, maybe.
I hope you find Hannah.
I met Nella after my first appointment with Dr. Roman. She sold me some fried cheese and I fell in love. With the cheese, not with Nella. Although she is pretty cute. Watticorp's Dream Machine. I played a part in exposing the conspiracy, but I couldn't stop them from releasing it. And now it's taken over the world. Building the new Europe? Because that went well. That boundless optimism was swiftly crushed by reality. I know they're supposed to project positive vibes, but I find those billboards super creepy.
I'm a rootin', tootin', six-barrel shootin', map-totin' crow cowboy. Yeehaw!